Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday. I've been up since 4:15. There's Bruno. There's Winston. Giving that food bowl a good what for. He's a growing little boy. Figure keep them separated this morning since they have a tendency to get a little rambunctious. Huh. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. So I'll get you in the stand and show you the surprise I have for you guys today. Okay, gentlemen, there it be. It's a small table saw. I think it's kind of basically for like molding maybe or what have you. Enough. Operates on a separate electric motor. Have no idea how old it is. The saw itself, model number 1030209, Sears and Roebuck and Company, USA. All correspondence regarding this article always mention the model number and order replacement parts by mail or through any of our retail stores, which means I'm thinking maybe the 50s or 60s when it still had the catalog. The electric motor itself is a Sunlight, quarter horsepower, 110 volts, 4.7 amps at 1750 RPMs. So let me get this a little higher up and we will go ahead and proceed to take a closer look. I'll get this up to working height. Okay, she's about as high as she's going to go. There we go. All right. See if we can get this. The belt's a little floppy. It's been sitting on OSB board for probably quite a while. I am going to replace that. It's got some surface rust on there, but I figure I can get that all apart. As you can see, the cord kind of looks like crap. It looks like somebody just put a regular, it looks like it's a polarized plug. But yeah, they just wire nutted it in. There's no switch. As soon as you plug it in, the saw starts going. However, it does run. I tested it out. I didn't even bother setting the depth, but she does cut. She does cut. So, somebody was using this at one time. The miter gauge and the push bar are made out of metal. I mean, this has got some age on it. I'm not gonna lie. But as far as how old, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look up that model number, maybe see if I can find some other identifying marks. One thing, the depth gauge is broke on it. The gears to raise and lower the table are kind of packed with a bunch of crud. So it doesn't really go up and down very well. But I think I could probably fix that. Enough. Hey, you got your own toy. No, I'm sorry, but you got your own toys. You're not gonna sit there and play that greedy little game like you do with him all the time anyway. I don't care. This is why you're separated, because when he chews on a toy, you go and try and steal it. No, you got your own. You got your own. Hold on a second, see if I can draw his attention on something else. And get you a little farther back. Alrighty, I'm back. So, and then we got a table. Well, kind of a backstory. My wife went to a friend of ours who has a sale like in the fall and in the spring, and she took some of her books that she does. There was a table that we got for the downstairs kitchen. Yeah, we have 2 kitchens. The previous owner used the one for canning. And so we did that, fixed that one up, and did that as a husband and wife team. But this one here is all mine. We got the table, and I got this for $5 each. Now, whether or not somebody else would have got it for $5, I doubt it. But I guess it's a case of who you know. Now, all I got to figure out the part is what I know. So, let's start tearing some of this apart, get it off that old OSB board. See what we got to work with. I guess I probably could plug it in and show you how it works. Like I said, there's no switch. So as soon as you go to plug it in, it fires up. Like I said, the belt's kind of floppy, but she does run. And it's surprisingly quiet. So here we go. So something does kind of rattle around in there. I just have a feeling that stuff just needs to be lubed up, what have you. Some of this I'm really not sure. I know this right here is what was raising and lowering. Gears don't quite mesh. I mean, it's rusty. I mean, it's going to be sitting in some evaporust to get some of that. But this is still all metal. It looks like it might be just kind of like a pop metal, like they did with the Hot Wheels and stuff like that. But I mean, all the graduations are still there. The indicator is still there. So we still got that. It takes a 7 1/4 inch saw blade. Thinking enough. Just because you hear other doggies barking, enough. Winston, stop, please. I'm going to close the garage door. No. This stuff slide off. Come on, you stupid monkey. There we go. And he'll come all apart. The guidance that it slides on will come off. And then we got to figure out how to get the table off. So with these auxiliary parts. Let's set them over here on the workbench. Okay. Let's see. I'm thinking that's probably a 1/2 inch. I'm having a feeling that everything's going to be all standard measurements on this. I mean, this OSB is so bad that I couldn't even, I was lucky enough to get it in the truck and on the table. Let's see about taking the motor off first. Let's try a 1/2 inch proto. Nope, 7/16. Possibly even 3/8. Nope. Three-eighths. Not even 3/8. This is 7/16. Oh, there we go. All right.
Okay, garbage ready, honey.
Okay.
Hi, babies.
That was the missus. She just woke up.
Did he eat?
Yes, he did.
Okay, hi, Winnie. Hold on.
Yes. Okay, he's loose. Boy, oh boy. Like I said, this has been sitting for a while. How cool is this? A lady my wife knows wanted to sell me a huge tabletop or table saw from Craftsman that I would have to pick up with the trailer. So that thing would have been huge. But I wouldn't have been able to store very well in the shop. Wow. So, I was kind of keeping my eye out for something like this. Oh, that one's going to turn. What about this one? Here we go. And as much as I wanted to, I wouldn't have been able to get the vehicles in here when the snow starts flying. So, I passed. And probably a good thing I did because I saw one at another sale for 75 bucks. And this thing was, you know, big, huge metal table on wheels. Yeah, while it would have been probably nice to have, you gotta make do with the room that you got. But when Max had this out and I looked at it, he goes, "Hey, you gotta take that home with you?" I'm looking at it. He says, $5. I was like, I couldn't get it in the truck fast enough. Okay. I'm just trying to loosen this enough, get that belt off of there. The belt's in relatively decent shape. I might be able to get by with it. But what I'm going to have a hard time, I'd probably find one at the hardware store. Ace in the town that we lived in, be about 18 miles away. They'd probably have one. But I mean, it isn't cracked. It doesn't seem too dry rotted. So I think I might be able to get by with that. If I can get this nut off. Okay. This other one just wants to spin. Might have to see if I can get a screwdriver on that. Yeah. Well, let's see if I can. Walk that off of there. There we go. Okay. Huh. Well, at least there's some numbers on there, it looks like, that shows up for you guys. Daco. That's relatively new. DuraPower, made in the USA. Well, then, who knows? But yeah, you can see where it's been sitting. But like I said, I mean, aside from being dirty, I mean, it looks just like this. So I think we'll be in pretty good shape. And get that to focus. So we'll hold on to him. That goes in there too. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome, buddy. Okay. And lift this up. Enough. There we go. All right. Might as well get the parts tray. There we go. So that we can keep all our stuff together. Oh yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, they really, and they're pretty musty and crusty. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, this. Oh boy. Well, it looks like I'm going to be definitely replacing some hardware. So I'm not going to get too carried away. Yeah. That's going to straight to the fire pit. Now let's see if we can get the rest of this off of here. Enough, Winston. Stop. I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but once another dog starts barking, he starts barking. Well, you know how that goes. This one looks like it might have been bent at one time. Winston, come on. No, stop. Winston, enough. It's one thing about herding dogs. Boy, oh boy, they're always on alert. Might have to bring Bruno in because he's laying out in the probably wet grass chewing on his toy. So he doesn't bark at it. Winston, he's only 7 months old. Oh, well, somebody's getting stirred up. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be saving any of this hardware. Okay, we got the engine, the motor. Motor off. Everything sounds pretty good. I might be able to get that base off and just get her cleaned up, degreased, and maybe even repainted. But taking this all apart, I mean, there's an access panel for that. But I think what I'm going to do here is get some. Oh, Winston, enough. Boy, that dog just does not know when to quit. Let's get some 50-50. Well, where's your toy at? Get some 50-50. Put a little on there, see what happens. Just to get some of that crunchiness wet. Might need to just wire brush it first. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Okay, so we're 20 minutes in. I'm going to work on getting the saw off of that board, and then I'll get the board out of the way, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, got the, yeah, God, that one's so bad. Let's see if that'll focus. Yeah, that's not going to hold nothing. So all this is going to get replaced. I got plenty of nuts and bolts. Especially when people say that you're nuts. So let's get this table cleaned up. This can go straight in the old garbage. Let's see here. Let's see. Get the tools out of the way. Ish. Trying not to run the vacuum. It kind of seems to bother Winston. He doesn't mind the power tools. Winston, come on, dude. There's a reason why you're separated. And now you're mad because you are. Actually, I think I should have probably gone the other way. Never seen a dog dig concrete. Is it just me, or is he just a little screwy? What are you digging for? I guess that's kind of cool because then it keeps his nails kind of filed down, and then we don't have to take him to the vet as often to get his nails done. Okay, back to the task at hand. Pardon me. Got some on the floor. Better get that up because he will eat it off the floor. We're all part of the experience of having a puppy. Let's get the motor out of the way. This motor is what's really gonna. Now, what that motor is off of, I do not know. I know that I would like to keep it, but I do not know a whole lot about electric motors. Okay, let's take a look at the bottom of this, see how bad he is too. Well, some cleaning up. Looks like the table comes off down here and here. Hmm. Yeah, this will take some investigating. Yeah, it's definitely got more junk under there. Imagine it'll come off. Well, this goes all the way up to there. I don't think it bolts in anything. Okay, well, we'll get to that here once we get the plate off, or the table itself off. All right. Well, let's see what we got going on here. See if we can get these slides off. Because I'd like to get this table into a Vaporust. Looks like it might have been blued at one time. I don't want to get too carried away because I want to keep the smoothness and I don't want to start gouging into it. Well, let's see. Let's see here. Start with that side first, maybe. Oh, there's nuts on the back of it too. Okay. Ah, this was back when stuff was built, wasn't it? Will I probably repaint this? I don't know. I just want to get it cleaned up a little bit. Get the rust off the surface. And find out. Because I doubt if I'm going to be able to find any parts for this thing. Who knows? And Winston's starting his shenanigans. Okay. Alright. This hardware I'm going to keep. Okay. Excuse me. Let's take a Sharpie. Well, I guess it could only go on one way. The way that was hooked up. I'm gonna write a B. On there for back. And then over here on the other side, well, yeah, there's only one way that can go on. If you can see that. Okay. Well, that wasn't even tight. That wasn't even tight. So I'm going to try and get this apart as much as I can. Huh. Oof. I don't think this has ever been apart. Well, that's a square nut. Yeah, maybe it has been. Huh. No, you don't. I think maybe it might have at one time. Mm. Yeah, because this is a shoulder style. You can see that where the top half of it is smooth. This had a square nut and yeah. And they tried to keep it similar, but this one's threaded all the way through. So somebody has been tinkering around with this a little bit. But, like I said, it still runs smooth. I could just get it cleaned up and I don't know enough about these to do a complete overhaul. But there's no identifying marks on any of this. Alright. I guess getting the blade off of there would probably be a good idea. What do we got? Oh boy. It still rolls pretty good. Okay, so, oh boy. 5/8 maybe? plate need to come off too? Might be a good idea. I think that's how you're supposed to do it. Or something in that. I think that just screws in. Then you can get your wrench down in there. Alright. That is probably going to be 3/4. Now, is this going to be reverse thread? So it's rotating this way. No? Aha. Yeah, you stinker. Huh, Best Professional. So yeah, this is a relatively new saw blade. So yeah, somebody has had that apart before. One before, one after. Okay. Alrighty. Huh. Rivets? I don't know what that's in there for. Okay. Yeah, we got the blade off of there. Okay. Well, let's see here. Oh, wow, we're at almost 40 minutes. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and continue on with trying to get the table off, and we'll see how far. I'll be right back. there's one back here. This says, oh, there's a screw in there. How am I going to get that screw out of there? Well, that's kind of odd. That's going to make things interesting, isn't it? Ah, I see what they did. You lift up and then slide out. Okay. Well, we'll see if I can lift up and slide out. Oh, wow. Oh, it's a dowel pin. Really? So maybe the nut doesn't come off. Oh, no, there is a screw in it. Yeah, there's a slot for it. Okay, well, we're just gonna. So that's how that came out. Sort of. Excuse my reach. Oh, jeez. This thing is just so cruddy. I just want to try to keep all the hardware together. So I ain't losing it. For some reason that looks like it threads in and then it's just, anyway, I digress. Okay, so there's the table off. That's how that worked. And then, hey, that's kind of neat. This, I'm still trying to figure out what it does. What's that? Oh, I was kind of hoping I could get it. Well, got the table off. There we go. So he can go blow it out with some compressed air, and then he can go into the evaporus. Put him on a little doorway. All right. I'm still making a big old mess, ain't I? Okay. So, this here. Okay. What the hell is this? Oh, there's some pins in there. Oh, well, how does that come out of there? Looks like it's just weaseled in there, isn't it? There's a screwed into the bottom down there. I think it's screwed in right there. But how many screws are there? There's just one that holds that in there. And it just sits there. Well, only one way to find out. Because what I'm trying to do is get to here. Should probably just take some compressed air and blow a bunch of this out. So I will keep working on that. This video is getting kind of long because I'm actually doing it in real time. So far I've almost got 45 minutes, almost what have you, into it. I'm going to start running equipment. I'm going to start getting the dogs in the house and get the garbages and stuff out. But hopefully when next time you see this, we'll make a little bit of progress and get cleaned up. I'm going to try and clean up some of this mess so that the dogs don't get into it, just in case. And thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. Let's see what the boys are doing. Oh, he's over here. Hey, Winston. Want to say bye to everybody? Huh? You going to say bye to everybody? Huh? Okay. Yeah. You're such a good boy. Yes, you are. You're such a good boy. How about you, Bruno? Oh, you got yourself caught, didn't you? Because you went underneath the truck. Didn't you? You gotta go back the other way, buddy. Come here. Come on. Why do you always go up underneath? No, come here. No, stay. Come up under here. Come on. There you go. Good boy. There you go. Oh, yeah? Come here, boy. So, everybody, thank you for stopping by. Yes, I know. You're a good boy. You guys just want to run around the house, don't you? All right, well, thanks everybody for stopping by. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And let's see what kind of progress we can make on getting some more of that saw apart. And then maybe next time we'll worry about getting into that mortar a little bit. And I do have another piece of wood out in the shed that is in better shape. And see if we can take something old and make it, function for our garage. Yes, I know. Yes, I know. You're just so happy. Just so happy. Okay, thanks everyone. And as always, keep on tinkering.